Hello, beloved. I thank you so much for your time and I thank you for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. This will be your message from God, Ra Allah, Source of the Divine. I'm grateful for your time. To those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I do offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as spiritual path. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings. For $50 per month, you get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career and finances, as well as ancestral messages. I also now offer one-on-one sessions / life coach sessions. Those will be once off and not monthly. You can only book me for those via my email, which will be listed in the description box below, as well as the link to my Patreon if you'd rather join my Patreon instead. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google. Search it and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. Without further ado, let us tap in and find out, why were you spiritually led here? What is here for you, beloved? Why did you resonate with the title? And why did your own YouTube algorithm present you with this message? Let us tap in and talk to God, okay? So I'm channeling astral travel, okay? Dream state, realm, okay? The realm of the sleep. Yeah, the realm of the sleep. We have the Four Swords. So I do see an energy of somebody whom has no access to you, right, in the physical. And this person has been going into the spiritual or doing things of the spiritual route in order to access your energy differently. This person is trying to change something here. They're trying to change something with regards to you. Yeah, they're going deep into the spirit. Like, they went deep into the spiritual realm. They took the spiritual route deeply. And in this instance, I am seeing that this is definitely somebody who portrays themselves to be something that they're not. You know, this is somebody that is definitely a dark witch energy. You know, somebody that is a dark witch. They like to go into the realm of the sleep, not dead, sleep. Like, meaning when we're asleep, this person astral travels, right? When we're asleep, they're in the spiritual realm trying to access people's dreams, in specific your dreams. This is somebody that tried to enter your dream state and tap into you in that way. So what they're trying to change is they thought and felt that if they entered the spirit realm in that way, where they enter your dreams, this dream that they were trying to conjure up and send you away is a dream of desire. So this person wanted to seduce you by utilizing the energy of lust, but within the dreams. And then you wake up and to you it seems like a wet dream, quote unquote, but it's not. It's really something that someone was doing to you in the spirit. Like, this is a spiritual RAPID a spiritual RAPIST. Whether this is a masculine or feminine energy, please take it how it resonates for your reality here. So this person has been doing this, thinking that that's what you are experiencing in your reality, like every day. It's some form of wet dream, quote unquote, but it's not. But the truth is, you haven't been experiencing anything like that because God blocked this energy from entering your sleep, your dream state. Okay, God prevented this energy from having any access to you. This person has been doing this, thinking it's working in a particular way because that's how they do what they do, but it's not working at all. They thinking they tying you down in the spirit. Every night you dream about them, you will eventually come forward and want them again, or love them, or choose them. They think like you throwing it down with them in the spirit, and you have to pretend in your daily basis reality that you didn't just have sex with them in your dreams. And because it's something they do every day, they think it's, that's why you have to come forward eventually. Like you have to drop the mask eventually. There's no way that you're not, feeling this or wanting me, or this is weird. But we have the Sun to the Magician reversed. So in the daytime, this person doesn't do this in the daytime, right? During the daytime, they're not a dark witch. Like there's an emphasis on that. This person could even be married or be someone important in some form of community, or this could be somebody that has a title in the world that is of a caliber of importance. They play a role in society in a particular way. They're not this dark. This person is only like this in the daytime. Okay, they have to play a role here during the day, but in the nighttime, they transform into who they truly are, which is this dark witch when no one's watching, when they don't have to play this role. This person is furious right now because they've been doing this to you for too long for you to still be fighting them in the physical, not wanting them in your energy, for you to still be fighting this, what they're doing to you in the spirit. Like God is watching this person continuously do this with the devil. You sleep sound asleep. Like it's almost like embarrassing how this situation is playing out, because this person has a twisted and crooked perspective of it. Like they've been experiencing you in that way. It's not the other way around as well. So whoever they have to be in the daytime, they have to, like, this person lives a double life here. Okay, this is double life energy. This is someone that lives a double life. Let's tap in further here and talk to God. It's like you're dealing with somebody that is a predator towards you. The way they hunting you down, the way they going about everything, it's just like such a predatory spirit that they're in towards you here. This person that's living a double life. We have the Five of Swords here. You're definitely dealing with somebody that, because they live a double life, they know how to lie well. Like, this is an exceptional liar. They'll lie so good. Like, if you want a salesperson, this is someone to hire type of energy, because they'll sell it. So right now, this person, the true state of being that they're in is frustration. Like, they're not okay. Okay. And the reason they're not okay is because this is not working. Like, you're not coming forward. You're not choosing them. You don't love them. You don't want them again. Take it how it applies for your reality. But this person is frustrated because of that. They have things that they want to do with you, places they want to go. They want to live life with you. And it's like, to them, it's like, man, you preventing me from my things, my dreams. Like, I want to, right? Because they're all about the dreams anyway. Yeah, we have the moon. This person only does this in the nighttime. They become the dark witch during the nighttime, right? The moon here. During the night, that's when they step forward as who they truly are. And when they do so, they go all in. They neglect all, they replenish themselves from the societal role that they are in. Like, man, I can finally stop being this fucking person and really be who I am. And they just like become this person when they're alone. It's like they mock this role they play in society as they do this, right? It's like, ha ha ha. It's so easy to live in this world as someone who I can be anyone. We have the Two of Wands. The thing about this person is the future plans that they have for you. It's for you and for you alone. There's no one else that can stand in this energy but you. This energy they don't want to let go of. The more this person sleeps with you in the spirit, the more obsessive they become. They know why. Like, whatever happens in the spirit here, like, your energy is really like a drug to them. Like, they sleep with you only to satisfy themselves, and this is somebody that never even looked at themselves as someone who's capable of that. You fully satisfy someone here, and that's something they've never experienced because they just thought they had a higher sex drive, but they were never really satisfied or quenched. No one's spirit took them there. It's to the whatever. So because they have these plans, they need to execute them for themselves. It's like, man, it's like this person, they're like, man, I need you. Like, I need you. So, okay, we have the Ten of Cups. Now, this person is scheming, plotting, planning, and strategizing on a way or about a way to be with you or make you want to be with them. It's like every day they look for results, but you're not stepping forward here. It's constantly putting them in frustration. It's like, well, what the fuck? Like, so much time has passed. I've been doing this for this amount of time. What the hell, you know? So to them, it's like waste of time now, because it's like, man, I want us to live life like this. I want to do this with you and do that with you. But the main thing that this person's actually worried about is your sexual energy. That's what they're fighting for here. We have the Eight of Swords reversed to the Eight of Cups reversed. That's what's really frustrating them. That's what they're going to war about. That's why they're going into the spirit to RAPEU. Because rather, if you deny them in the physical, they'll take it in the spirit. If you deny them permission in the physical, they'll take what you're denying in the spirit. Like, how does this person think this is okay? That's what gets me. It's like, how do they do this every night and then be like, and then wake up in the morning and like man, so are they gonna text me today? Are they gonna come forward today? Are they gonna say my name? Are they gonna do this? Is today gonna be the day? It's not registering that, man, if this was not being blocked, if you're not protected from this mess, God protects his own. If you are not protected, you'd really think it's you. That's why they do this. Like, you think it's you, and you think like, because it's you, you have that desire for them, and then you will go towards them. You'll gravitate towards them. You'll approach them. Because it's quote unquote you, but it's not. It's a spirit being placed upon you to control you. Yeah, a spirit that is getting rejected from your energy. We have the Eight of Wands reversed. You vibrate way too high to be to have this spirit latch onto you like this. No matter how many times you try to send this spirit of lust, it doesn't have you like that. You know, there's people have different relationship with sex anyway, right? Even if this is not working, right? You're not experiencing these dreams, but in general, everyone has a different relationship with sexual intercourse, and that's because we are all different people. Our spirits are not quenched by the same waters. Some people really get quenched through the spirit of lust. That's their domain. Some people get quenched through other things because their spirit is not maintained just by sex, right? But there are people whose spirits are. This person is one of those people that their spirit is just purely of sexual intercourse energy. It's like that's what fully keeps them or gives them life, right? Despite the breath in their lungs. In the spirit form, it's not the breath that is within the lungs is actually the spirit of sex, right? The spirit of lust. It's all up in there. This is someone that's like truly skilled at sexual intercourse. Like they know all types of tricks, and because like that's their thing. Like that's what revolves around their world. They've done everything you can think of. Like they know all types of things here, bondages or everything. So someone like that, obviously to them, like just picture that point of view, that perspective. We have the Ace of Pentacles, so picture how they see you. As we've established, this woman has never felt quenched in their spirit before, because anyone they've ever slept with never fully did it for them. They were insatiable forever until they came across your energy, your spirit. Because when we enter each other's body in this way, we exchange spirit. Like, it's spiritual. It's a spiritual encounter. We merge as above, so below. You merging in the body, in the physical, but what you're feeling and experiencing overall is the spirit, the spiritual. That's your spirit, right? Transferring that to, one another like that. That's all this person wants to do with you here, to say the least. Someone like this never experiencing satisfaction and a quenched thirst with regard to the spirit, and then experiencing it for the first time, that changes their life. It's like someone going through an analogy, a reference point, a case study, an example. Picture someone that was poverty stricken their whole life broke or having nothing, barely anything to get by, right? And then that changes for them over time, right? Something happens that it puts them in a position, they strike some form of wealth, they have a breakthrough. Somebody who was once poverty stricken and now they are wealthy, that's like, that transition is it doesn't just change their life, it changes them. So coming back to the generalization of this message, you didn't just change their life, you changed them. It's spiritual. Yeah. When they went into your body, when you went into theirs, something changed in them. We have the Knight of Swords here. However many times this has happened, however way it happened, once you went into someone's body here or they went into yours, something changed about them. Something that it's like they can't recognize themselves. Like, this person can't recognize themselves. They feel like something's wrong with them because they don't know who they are anymore. It's like, man, something really has affected them here. This has affected them. Don't forget, their life revolves around this sexual energy. It gives them life. And you can give them life in a way they've never experienced it before. We have the Six of Pentacles reversed. Why do you think they're fighting like this? It's like, man, you don't understand, man. Because they're the ones that have to live it. They live it. Like, they live with this dehydration that they go to the spirit to seek it. They go into the spirit to seek it. We have the Four of Cups. Yeah, this person, to say they're hot-headed or they're just not gonna let you go here. They don't care, they don't. It's like they can't even be like, okay, let me sneak around a little bit more and see who can quench me the same way that you did, or quench them the same way that you did. They don't want to. They know for sure that there's nothing like that. Like, there's something about your sexual energy here that has changed this man's life, this woman's life here, because their spirit, like we've established, lives within the sexual domain. Like, this person, sex is they They everything. Like, I swear, everybody has their own things. Everybody is a slave to something. There's something each of us can't live without. But there's certain things like this is what they can't live with. Like, this person, you don't understand. That's what I'm saying here. They have to live this, and no one else understands. It's like they're like, man, they just can't imagine themselves having to just let go of you. Like, are you nuts? Like, what do you expect me to do for the rest of my life? Just be hungry? Don't forget, like, the spirit also needs to be fed. The mind needs to be fed. Hence, we have phone and all forms of entertainment and all these activities of life. Going to a restaurant is a form of mental stimulation. A mental stimuli. We all need stimuli. Even our spirit, our body needs stimuli. Touch is a form of activating that stimuli. The heart, people activate the stimuli in the heart. Or they made you feel like this, they made you feel like that. Or seeing them like this triggered you emotionally. It's like the people are connected to the heart. And then the spirit, if it's not with God, then it's with another spirit. Spirit of lust, spirit of addiction, spirit, etc., etc. Spirit of alcohol. There's different domains that the spirit can be in, and it's like it remains there. That's all that it is. Some people they live for alcohol. Their life doesn't make sense without it. It's the end all be all. Everything can get fucked up if they don't got their alcohol. There's some people that are like that with a person. They just like, man, this don't fucking touch this person. That's what I'm channeling from this. This person, it's like they want to contain you. They want to trap you. They're a slave to your thing down there. Unfortunately, that's what I'm seeing here. There's certain people that are a slave to the nightlife. Like, it's the stimuli the spirit lives for. Like, man, I'm going out tonight. Like, you're gonna be doing this, blah, blah, blah. It's like, some people, like, people have their own things. You'd be surprised how many men and women out there are slaves to someone staying down there, because it's just like, man, you don't want to understand what it means to me. The spirit can exist in a domain forever, unless, like I said, if it's not God, because God is everything. You know what I'm saying? It's not restricted to one thing. God is formless. That's why those that walk with God, they spirit, like, they know we don't play about that. Like, that why do you think God fights for us in the spirit like this? That's how, man, we good. Like, that's why we can have and not have and still be okay, because our spirits are good. We're not a slave to anything that we need to live for. Then other people, they live for different things. That's the spiritual stimuli. Those are the things we live for. That's what I'm saying. The slave things, there's things that we live by. And then there's things that we live for. We live by the laws. We live for other things. This person lives for sex. Like, someone loves, like, sex, like, deeply. Like, it's like anything that has control, anything that is of the spirit, it controls all of you. If your spirit is tied to something, that controls you, whatever it's tied to, because that's what's giving it life. Slave, we have the 6 of Cups. So with that being said, this man, this woman here, they're a slave to your thing down there, right? They're a slave to your sexual energy in that way. So now you telling me after all that we've established, you're gonna tell someone like this, oh, I'm moving on with my life. Goodbye. Think for a second. How would that affect that person in that way? Like, they can snap, they can lose it. All that is ring a rosy is like, man, let's like, it's so much thirst that I'm channeling. It's almost like I feel literal physical thirst. Like, I feel thirsty. We have the Nine of Wands here. I don't know if this person hid it from you, that, you know, you have them in this way or not. Like, but you do. Like, you have someone here. Like, you have them. Like, slaves type shit. Like, you have someone here on some real shit. Like, it's like I don't know, you know what you've dealt with when it comes to this person. Like I said, I don't know if they hid it or something, but like, I'm seeing someone like, cause they just, every second it's just like it's just crazy. It's like a kid at a candy store. It's like, like, you know, it's like they just lose themselves in that moment. It's like, oh my God. Someone wants to be inside of you every day, like as frequently as it can be done. Like, someone wants you inside of them, they want to be inside of you like every day, as frequently as it can be done. If a day there's opportunities, 8 opportunities that we're alone, we'll do it 8 times. Like, for real. Like, this is this person, bro. If you're not around, they restless, they like, I don't know, but okay. So they're going to try and convince you to be with them further. These dreams that they're experiencing alone, they're gonna keep, you know, because they know for sure that it's not just that they're not doing this just to show up in your dream. They want to experience, they like this person in the spirit. When they do this, it feels exactly like how it like, why do you think they, like, this person does this every day? Not because it's like, okay, just because they want to show up in your dreams. They need this like every day. It's like a daily dosage, but they can only do it at night, and it can only be done once. This person can't live like that anymore. They, like I said, if we have 8 opportunities and they be mad if we have 8 opportunities when we're alone. No, this is a lot. Like, this energy, I don't know how you feel about this, but like, this person blames you. They're like, man, then why didn't you, like, not, like, they just, someone here, I don't know, This exceeds their imagination. This is, I don't know. I want to get out of this energy, Kalori. But I'm being called not to. You see, energy can hold you captive. Someone can be in the energy, the spirit of bitterness. You know, energy is the spirit. It's the same thing. Someone can be in the energy of bitterness all their life. Like someone's 50 and they've been they've been maybe 30 years bitter. And it's just been rotting inside of them. They just reach new heights of that spirit every time. And so they just, some people, that's why some people, man, you know. But with that being said, there's levels to things. Like someone can be in this person has been locked in the spirit of sex for like most of their life. We have the Three of Cups reversed. This person has been, like for most of their life, they've been sexually active. This person has never not had sex for over 2 decades now. They've never been celibate. They've never abstained from sex. They've always been sexual for 20 plus years. Man, I mean, shit. +20 years and never once quenched and was like, man, this one, like, and then you come up, like, you see what, like, life is just crazy, man. Like I said, this person is also jealous, right? And it's dangerous because, like, clearly the spirit controls all. So when the spirit of jealousy is combined with the slavery, this person wants to conquer you here, man. Like, they're tired of, like, the one night thing. Meaning, when they go into the spirit, when they become this dark witch energy, they're tired of doing it like that. To this person, it's not registering that, man, this is fucked up. What? Who does this? To them, it's like, man, you know, like, for real. This person is so enslaved to your freaking sexual energy. We have the Page of Swords, right? So I see this person trying to access your energy differently. Like, I see them leaving the spirit for a little bit, but not like stopping or anything. It's like I see them resorting to other ways of trying to get into your energy. They could be trying to access you through another person, through another situation. Like, they're trying to do something indirectly that's going to lead them to you. They're not, this person, that's the thing, I don't ever see them stepping forward and being in your energy. I don't see them being able to even do that, because all that they'll be thinking about is, okay? So it's kind of like, man, I want to keep my distance. I'm going to try and do this in other ways so that when I do get into their energy, I don't have to wait that long because I would have figure out a way to be with them like that. whoever this is disgusting. Okay, like they're very immoral with the King of Wands reversed, like very immoral. Like they're unethical. It's like the things that this person does, Two of Swords reversed as well. It's like they don't have border borders or freaking limits or the balance. There's no balance, right? They do whatever, like when it comes to sexual intercourse. This person has walked all sorts of life with this. You have no idea. So this is, to say the least, something that's blowing their mind, because like they've never experienced anything like this before. And the more you keep fighting them, the more hopeless they become, because like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't want to have to kidnap them. Now it's like against your free will. I gave you a chance to have a choice. But what fun would it be if you don't want it also? Okay. We have the Ten of Wands here. This is definitely a crazy person here, to say the least. Like, they crazy. It's like, they're like, why do I have to live with the fact that I can have you, but you are the one standing in the way of that? It's like, what do you mean? If someone doesn't want you, they don't want you. They're not standing in the way of you wanting them because they don't want you. They just don't want you. Like, this person, it's like they very egotistical. This is a narcissist. Like, to them, it's like, man, you just playing. Like, there's no way you say you don't want me. Okay, then, like, it's like they just don't want to believe that you want nothing to do with them. They're like, there's gotta be something wrong with you. No, something is wrong with them. Something is wrong with them. If they would just, I swear, 20 plus years of straight sexual intercourse, never once being in your own energy and not entering someone's body or allowing someone in your body, it can shape that person's spirit, mind, and heart in a particular way. To a point where over time, like the way this person is so trapped in this, it's like sex is their water, or they oxygen. It's not just about you or your sexual energy, it's about sex itself. It's like, to them, it's like this art where, like, they really, I don't know, this person, it's not even a considerable choice and decision to be with them. There's no way anyone would want to be in a relationship with someone like this. It's like, I swear, you'd be doing the slightest thing, like just chilling, and maybe they just experienced your sexual energy 5 minutes ago, and then you're just chilling. Every time you are doing something where you are just chilling, they're gonna think that it's an opportunity to just have more of the sexual intercourse. Like, to them, they don't they can't, like, the way this person has been shaped mentally, emotionally, and spiritually when it comes to sex. It's like when they're, it's like living with someone like this would be like every chance, beloved. You'd be freaking just, you just woke up, sure, okay, that you know, and then you trying to, like, after waking up, maybe eat, and because like you eating and shit like this, why we not doing, like, this person basically, if they could be in you 24/7, they would. Crazy. Yeah, so I don't know, beloved, this is just, yeah, we have the high priestess here. I don't know, I see that, you need to get away from this person, like, continue to deprive them of your energy, no matter what they think they can do to you, because it's like, they don't own you, you're not their possession, like, you're not an object to be held and used. Like, they need to leave you alone. I see this person continuously trying you, right? I don't see them ever really fully letting you go. Like, I don't see that, yeah, like, you know, but they're gonna have to. You don't belong to them. They don't own you. I mean, call to end this message here. This was your message from God, Ra, Allah, Source, the Divine. I'm grateful for your time, and I thank you so much for joining me on the Prophetic Vessel Show. To those whom are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I do offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love as well as spiritual path. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings for $50 per month. You get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career and finances, as well as ancestral messages. I also now offer one-on-one sessions slash life coach sessions. Those will be once off and not monthly. You can only book me for those directly via my email, which will be listed in my description box below, as well as the link to my Patreon if you'd rather join my Patreon instead. Um, you can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google, search it, and it'll lead you to my Patreon website. I thank you all for everything, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.